The EX stages are very annoying. I will now show you how I cleared them with just one year 1 6-star and a bunch of randoms. Feel free to follow along. The runs work both in normal and in challenge mode. Before we start though, while this can be used as a guide, this is not really a guide. I am just some guy who records his own gameplay and then puts commentary on it. EX1 is so easy that it's not even worth talking about. The core will be the GOAT at skill 2, then 3 defender guys, one should be capable of cooking while being punched in the face, and then Gravel because she's hot, or any other fast redeploy. Start off by getting the GOAT out, next you just put the 3 defenders in a line here. And then we are Gucci. Whenever you feel like your GOAT is not doing enough damage, just throw a pack of bottles down in front of the Care Bear, because you know, wool burns way more easily if it is covered in cum. The fast redeploy will be used in order to go and trigger that knockoff Pikachu over there. Thing really looks like it could be from Palworld. Any of you tried out Palworld yet? I really want to play the game on stream, man, before Nintendo takes it down. In this run you just gotta wait for now. If there's a lot of pink splooge there, then crack open a cold one with the GOAT right in the center and get ready to use Gravel again in order to trigger the Chernobyl cheap. This wool tornado might be looking a bit menacing to you, but do you know what's great about the wool? It can be set on fire. Just wait until they get in front of your volcano and let them taste the sweet taste of artificial fire. If you should leak at this point, then stop leaking. You have a fast redeploy here, just use it for extra block. I personally used her for what she's best at, being hot. EX2 is the most annoying stage so far. Do not just copy this squad. Use the GOAT on skill 3, that's a necessity, and Grey might be okay for you too, but for the snipers, please take the by far best snipers you have. I just chose those 2 in order to showcase the accessibility, boy. If you for example have Apple Pie and Toxic Gamer Girl, then please take those 2. Then 2 each of Defenders, Medics and Vanguards. Myrtle is pretty much mandatory. Start out with the small one and the guard that drives around in a van. A bit noncy if you ask me. Then when the DP starts flowing in, get out the snipers. You want them to face each other. Don't worry about that, they have insurance. Eyja and the AoE caster are next, then pull out the medics and swap out the vans for the defenders. This is our setup. So far everything should be working smoothly, but the annoying part starts now. These cheeky little wankers need to be eradicated. Listen, everything now will depend on your timing of Eyja's skill. It might not work for you on your first try, but it also might not work for you on your second try. I popped Grey right here to slow them down for a bit, and then Eyja exactly right now. One Eyja pop should be enough for those guys, especially if you have brought better snipers like I told you to. Now it's time to throw some bombs. We have 2 stun bombs ready. If the flying cats will get hit by the stun, they will go down and not get back up. They will be turned into ground enemies. This tile right here is the key. Use the stun there while all 6 of the little puppies are still somewhat in range of the stun. And there we go. That's what I call a medical castration. The second stun should bring down the rest. On normal mode I want you to use it here so that you can hit all 4 of them. On challenge you can only use it here and bring down 2, but that is good enough. Now you just have to pray and wait for the caster skills to be ready. If you are going to leak now, it is because of your block count. So if you leak, just don't leak. Get out the snipers and place your vanguards here and there. It's easy, bro, come on. And then let the volcano take all of your problems away. EX3 is the most annoying stage so far, but once you have a basic understanding of event mechanics, it will be easy as hell for you. Eyja skill 2 and your best sniper will be the core operators. Myrtle is needed, Gummy is good because cooking, then 2 guards, 1 normal and 1 deranged. If you have Fawns, then please use Fawns and not Frostleaf. Please man, she's just here as a joke, I know that she sucks balls. And then 2 medics. Get out the van, sniper is next. Immediately get out a bottle for Jessica, only alcohol can cure sadness. And then get the guard out. As long as Bee Hunter is covered in evaporated ejaculate, the caster sheep will do pretty much no damage at all to her, it's actually ridiculous. Continue using Myrtle for DP and get the setup done, a medic for the bottom, Eyja facing right, and always watch the bottom lane. Use bottles to keep these tiles here white, because if a sheep caster stands on a pink tile, they will attack 3 times at a time, and that can easily give you ball torsion. Finish your setup with a medic and the ranged guard there, and then Gummi there. Again, please use the bottles. In challenge mode you can't really spam them, but just watch closely and turn pink into white, and if you do that carefully you can essentially relax now. This wall of operators will do business well. EX4 is the most annoying stage so far. Goat at skill 2, still, then 3 defenders, one of them who can cook, 2 amazing snipers, please take the best ones you have, and 2 medics. As always, start out with the dwarf and pop out your ranged damage in Eyja and sniper. Use some bottles to create a wall of cum and bring out 2 defenders. You have to use the bottles at your own assessment here. Whenever you feel like your operators are not dealing enough damage, crank that soldier boy. Get your second sniper out here. Their job is gonna be to deal as much damage as possible to the floating hamsters over there. Once your sniper is getting sniped themselves, get out the second medic here. Those 2 will deal damage and take damage in order to stall out. They will inevitably get killed, but I think that is a part of their purpose. Once they fulfill that, get out your last defender. Concentrate on using bottles to make sure that enough damage is being dealt, and once the sniper becomes available again, place them in the back over there, as backwards insurance in case any of the flying insects just manage to make it through. If you want to, then switch Myrtle out for the medic. It depends on how much damage you're dealing or taking, and just wait, it should be done soon. EX5 is actually a very easy stage, so much better than all of that other shite. Take Eyja on skill 3, 1 medic, 2 snipers, Gummi and Myrtle. The dwarf starts out with 1 pop, then the 2 snipers. And then you give Jessica a crate to blow up right here. That is absolutely essential. Gummi and medic out next, and finally Eyja here. You see, if the defender is covered in white smoke, they will essentially suffer no damage at all. And now you just have to wait for a bit and use Eyja's skill exactly 2 times. The rest is pretty much AFK. 1 time now at around 4 kills, feel free to use a bottle here, and then another pop at 18 kills. And then just relax, it's okay. Hyper easy stage. EX6, however, is one of the most annoying stages I have ever played on. Eyja at skill 2 will be the core, then Myrtle of course, 2 extremely strong defenders. Take the best you have. If one of them can heal, then way better. 2 insane medics, take the best you have. And then it gets a bit weird. I have 2 fast redeploys and 4 random vanguards here. I use those in this video in order to show you the accessibility of things. If you have stronger fast redeploys or vanguards that can pack a punch, then please use those instead. Do not just copy this shithouse squad. And we start off. Myrtle and immediately a box. Once the box is broken, Myrtle pop and Eyja out. Healing defender is next over here, then take the medic and then the last defender. Make sure that your strongest defender is your last deployment in this area. And then it's time for the gimmick of this stage. Get out gravel here. This stage is filled with these electric twin idiots. We are going to use all of the random melee operators we brought in order to trigger a as many of these pricks as possible in the left part of the map, because if you allow them to get to your main squad, then those guys are just gonna run through you like prime Vanderlei Silver. The next one is there, throw a human life at it. Also, like on all of those other stages before, if you are not dealing enough damage down there, use bottles. Then make sure to not miss that guy at 5 kills, and while it is awfully quiet at around 6 kills, get 3 of your melee operators ready like that. They will be 3 at the same time. Once all of those sheep have gone down the stairs, time to put the recruits into the line of fire. Once they all die, get out one fast redeploy immediately, because while the main gimmick of this stage are the electric sheep, you are now gonna get 3 caster sheep too on top of that. And remember from earlier, if they stand on pink tiles, they do crazy damage, so you need fast redeploys in order to bait the damage. Once the casters make it down the stairs, get ready to pull out 3 melee people again. Now you have overcome the absolute worst and should be okay with just waiting and letting things happen, but I do not want you to risk it. Use the 3 melee operators and the medic you have ready in order to ensure that victory is happening down there. Real talk, just throw everything you have at them, and oh my days, I am so happy it worked. SL-Ex-7 makes me want to shove a rusty nail into my foreskin. I hate this stage. It makes me feel like I'm playing War Thunder for the first time again, so I refuse. But I will see what I can do, like tomorrow or whatever. As always, I do not claim any of these strategies as my own. If somebody has ever done something similar, then no harm was intended. And in case you still struggle with a safe auto-deploy on the regular boss stages, then click on this video right here. Cheers!